Dr. James Rovira, a romancist who is the author of 7 books. My 2 most recent are Women in Rock, Women in Romanticism, published by Routledge in October of 2022, and David Bowie in Romanticism, published by Palgrave Macmillan in August of 2022. I'm recording this video as my endorsement of Aria Leahy's poetic tribute to the life and poetry of William Wordsworth, Hymn to Equity, which validates Phyllis Webb's dictum that the only proper response to a poem is another poem. Leahy divides her volume of 120 poems into 12 sections of 10 poems each. Each section's title page features a Romantic era painting, and as indicated by the section titles, each one engages with different thematic aspects of Wordsworth's life, concluding her summary of his life with her summary of his poetry. He asks us thus to respect our planet, love one another, and live with reverence for all we see. The poems themselves are most often ventriloquistic. Leahy inhabits Wordsworth's persona and speaks often in his voice. Hers is a free verse Wordsworth, but one not too far distant from the first publication of lyrical ballads, a Wordsworth who still peppered his verse with mild archaisms. Leahy's Wordsworth not only cares deeply for his sister Dorothy, as the historical Wordsworth did, but thinks about her enough to write 9 poems directly about her. Leahy's Wordsworth also wrote poems directly to and about Dora, Mary, and Annette. Hers is perhaps a better Wordsworth than the one we actually had, one who thinks the women in his life are certainly more important than the flowers on his walking path. But her Wordsworth never departs significantly from the one we know through his poems and life. And because of that, her poems highlight how much Wordsworth still speaks to us today about care for others and the environment. While she has a section entitled Sentimental Haze, she is not sentimental in her presentation of Wordsworth. I wouldn't mistake her poetry for fan fiction, but rather understand her poems as an intelligent engagement with the poet who invented Romanticism, at least British Romanticism. The titular poem, Hymn for Equity, perhaps illustrates this last point best. Leahy's vision of Wordsworthian equity sits atop a spire, shifting, tottering on the saber's nip, daring to bisect us if we move. The equity, equality, dignity that both Wordsworth and Leahy care so deeply about is both fragile and dangerous, easily shifted and capable of bisecting us if we are not careful. This book is the first of Leahy's Romantic series, which is so far projected to cover 14 volumes. So stay tuned in and give this collection a chance. Not only are her poems intelligent engagements with Wordsworth, but they give pleasure as well.